Hello, Madisonians, Wisconsinites. That's what you are this week at the conference, and that's what I used to be, because I grew up there and I went to school there. My name is Curt Bonk, now from Indiana University. What do you wear when you get ready for an event like this? Well, I tried on 4 different ties. None of them worked, so I wore my Wisconsin tie. No, it's an Indiana University and a Wisconsin tie. Now, in the last 35 years, much has happened. You know, we've gone from a punch of cards, and I learned on these at Whitewater, Wisconsin Whitewater. In Madison, I was using Zip-A-Disc to record my dissertation. You know, I took correspondence and television courses and books on tape and so forth to qualify for graduate school with Dr. Robert Clausen at Madison. Then he hired me to develop a distance learning course called Teachers Tackle Thinking, Critical Thinking in the Classroom. Now, Tom Tobin asked me to give you a quote that exemplifies maybe my keynote in 2008. Well, back then I was working on a book called The World is Open. The world is closed today. My quote in the book was that anyone can now learn anything from anyone else at any time. In the future, 35 years from now, looking out that way, I think that online and distance learning and open learning, outreach and extension will be the most important unit on campus. Rovi Brannon at the University of Washington has created the Continuum College. Lifelong learning, 60-year curricula. This is where we're headed, and that's why this conference is so important. That's why it's important for you to listen to others, to push the envelope where you can, to hear about the successes and failures of those who have been at this conference over time. Because they've had the biggies, they've had all the greats. John Bransford when he was at Vanderbilt, David Jonasson when he's at Missouri, a good friend of mine, Roger Schenck, the AI guy, Chris Davey at Harvard, Tony Bates up in British Columbia, and Michael Moore, of course, has been here many, many, many times, who's an alum and also of Penn State. Tom Reeves of Georgia, Ellen Wagner, has done many things all around the world. Mark Prinsky, Mark Milleron, Darcy Hardy, Elliot Mazie, Ray Schroeder, you name it, this conference has had it. What an assembly of wonderful people and engaging people. So I hope that in the future you can be one of those people that pushes the envelope and pushes us ahead. Some of you may remember back in 1999, my first conference, coming dressed in Hawaiian outfits, and a couple years later with my lightsaber, or coming as a unemployed.com worker in a gateway box in 2002. Well, we've tried all sorts of silly things along the way. But this is a serious time, because today we have to take things much more seriously than we have in the past. There's so much opportunity, so many possibilities for each of us to make our dents in the world. I wish you well in this conference, and I hope to run into you next year. Thank you.